Morning workout. Paul's alarm goes off at 6 in the morning, not because he has to be somewhere early, but because he made a decision a long time ago that the morning belongs to him before it belongs to anything else. He gets out of bed, drinks a full glass of water, and changes into his workout clothes. Most days he goes for a 30-minute run outside. The streets are quiet at that hour. A few other runners pass by, sometimes a dog walker. The air feels clean and cool, especially in the early months of the year. Running in the morning does something that's hard to explain. It wakes up not just the body, but the mind. By the time Paul gets back home, he already feels like the day has started on his terms. Reading. After his workout, Paul doesn't go straight to his phone or turn on the television. He sits down with a book for about 20 minutes. This is a habit he built slowly over time, and now it feels like a natural part of the morning. Right now, he's reading a book about habits and how small daily choices shape a person's life over years. He reads without rushing. Some mornings he only gets through 5 or 6 pages. That's fine. The goal isn't to finish the book quickly, it's to start the day with something calm and thoughtful before the noise of the world comes in. Many Americans have discovered that morning reading, even for just a short time, makes the rest of the day feel more focused. Breakfast. By 7:30, Paul is in the kitchen. Breakfast in an American home can look many different ways. Some people eat cereal, some grab a protein bar and leave, some make eggs with toast and sit down properly. Paul is somewhere in the middle. Today, he makes scrambled eggs with a slice of whole wheat toast and a banana on the side. He also brews a pot of coffee. The coffee matters. Most American adults start their morning with at least 1 cup, and Paul is no different. He sits at the kitchen table, eats slowly, and looks out the window. Breakfast is the one meal where he tries not to multitask. No emails, no scrolling, just food and coffee, and a few quiet minutes before the day picks up speed. Travel in USA. Paul drives to meet a friend on the other side of town this morning. Driving is simply part of daily life in most parts of the United States. Unlike many countries where people rely heavily on trains or buses for short distances, most American cities and towns are built around the car. Roads are wide, parking is usually available. Paul's drive takes about 25 minutes on the highway. Along the way, he passes shopping centers, gas stations, fast food restaurants, and wide open stretches of road lined with trees. He listens to a podcast while he drives, something about history. Travel in America, even a short daily drive, gives you a sense of how much space this country has. Everything is spread out. Everything feels a little bigger than you expect. Lunch. By noon, Paul is back home and thinking about lunch. He doesn't always cook in the middle of the day. Sometimes he picks something up. Sometimes he puts together something simple from what's already in the kitchen. Today, he makes a turkey sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and a little mustard, and he heats up some soup on the stove. Lunch in America is usually not a long or elaborate meal. It's more of a pause, a chance to eat something filling and get back to the afternoon. Paul eats at his desk today while reviewing some notes. It's not ideal, but it's honest. Most working adults in the US eat lunch in about 15 to 20 minutes, and the afternoon begins almost immediately after playing games. In the late afternoon, Paul takes a break from his screen and sits down with a video game for about an hour. This might sound like something only teenagers do, but gaming is genuinely one of the most common leisure activities in the United States across all age groups. Paul plays a strategy game that requires patience and planning. It's the kind of game that pulls his attention away from everything else completely. That mental shift, stepping away from work and into something entirely different, helps him reset before the evening. Americans spend a significant part of their leisure time on games, whether on a console, a computer, or a phone. For Paul, it's just a quiet hour to himself that he looks forward to most afternoons. Dinner. Around 6:30, Paul cooks dinner. Tonight, he makes pasta with a tomato and vegetable sauce, some garlic bread on the side, and a glass of water. He cooks most evenings, not every night, but most. Cooking at home is something many Americans are returning to after years of relying heavily on takeout and delivery. There's something grounding about preparing your own food, choosing what goes into it, and eating something warm that you made yourself. Paul puts on some background music while he cooks. The kitchen fills with the smell of garlic and olive oil. He eats at the table, without his phone this time, and just lets the evening settle in around him. Movie on Netflix. After cleaning up the kitchen, Paul moves to the couch and opens Netflix. Streaming has completely changed how Americans spend their evenings. There are no fixed schedules, no waiting for a weekly episode, no commercials. You simply choose what you want and watch it when you want it. Tonight, Paul continues watching a documentary series about nature and wildlife. The footage is stunning. Wide forests, deep oceans, open skies. He watches 2 episodes, which takes just under an hour and a half. By 9:30, his eyes are getting heavy. He turns off the television, sets his alarm for 6 the next morning, and gets into bed. The room is quiet. The day was full, but not overwhelming. And tomorrow, without much fuss, it will begin again the same way.